It's been a while since we've done a vlog on YouTube.
What are you even singing right now?
It's been a while. It's a song. No idea who sings it. I just know it's a song.
We're back.
Yeah, it's been a while because all of our shows ended or went on hiatus, and the only thing that really came out between the last whatever was the last movie, like Star Wars or whatever.
Yeah.
Hell, whatever it was.
Yeah, it was their big Star Wars special thing with everybody.
Yeah, between that and now has just been the Doctor Who Christmas special.
That's all that's come out.
Yeah, so that's what we're talking about now.
We're talking about Doctor Who.
Yeah, this is the Husbands of River song.
This is the last Doctor Who video, I swear.
So in this one, the TARDIS is on some human planet colony in the far...
It's not. I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry? Who saw it first? It was me. I saw it first.
I saw it just the other day.
I saw it on Christmas when it goddamn aired.
I was just interrupting you to piss you off. It's okay.
Fuck you. Okay, I did not miss you at all, by the way.
Oh.
So the TARDIS is on some human colony in the far future, and this bald guy comes to the Doctor and is like, you know, are you the surgeon? Because we need you. And he's like, oh, sure, why not?
Close enough.
So he follows him. Turns out it's been a mistaken identity. The Doctor's not really the surgeon they're looking for, but whatever the fuck. So bald guy takes the Doctor to the spaceship where he's needed, and who is also there? It's
Baymax! Oh.
It's River! We'll get that later. Jesus. It's River!
It's River song.
River's back! I love River.
She's a body of water that flows through.
Yeah, except, no, she's not. She's River. She's River.
And she sings.
She doesn't sing. She should sing. I bet Alex
Has she ever,
no.
like, sung on the
No.
show?
I bet she has a lovely singing voice, though. I'm just assuming. Anyway.
I don't know.
So, and the Doctor's all excited because his wife's there, but she doesn't know who he is because he has a new face. Womp.
Anyway. Did they get married? They did get married.
They get married because, whatever it was with the silence and the world breaking and all, they had to get married so that the world could be fixed anyway. So, she takes the Doctor to the person that needs...
She's like, you gotta save my husband.
And he's like, what? Your husband? He's like, yeah.
That's me. I have to save myself. It's not.
It's not him. It's this guy who is like in this... His head is on this big red... Looks like grungy Baymax.
Grungy Baymax.
Grungy, edgy Baymax. And she's like, he's this king of this whole like system.
Not fluffy Baymax. Red armor Baymax.
Yeah, red armor Baymax. Yeah. Red armor badass superhero Baymax. And she's like, you need to operate on him because he's the king of this whole system, and there's a ton of people.
What's his name? He has an awesome name. Hydroflax.
King Hydroflax.
That's an awesome name.
That is an awesome name.
I'm gonna name my kid that.
I'm not gonna name my kid that. So she's like, you need to operate on him because there's a million people watching. And he's like, huh, okay. And then he just,
And there's like dark cloaked people in the
and he's like stalling, and he's pissed off. River keeps talking about how much he's in love with her husband. The Doctor keeps crossing his arms and
stop crossing your arms.
My arms are
stop. Why do you keep crossing your arms?
They're crossed arms anyway. So River pulls him aside and is like, look, here's the thing. I only married him because there's a very valuable diamond lodged inside of his head that's slowly killing him. Yeah, we're just gonna take off his head, steal the diamond back. Is that cool? Whatever. And he's like, wow, you haven't changed at all. And she's like, what are you talking about? We never met. And he keeps dropping hints, and she's not picking up on it. Meanwhile, King Hydra Baymax finds out that they're plotting to kill him, and so he takes off his head, puts it down, and then orders his headless robot body to kill them. Yeah, it's one of those episodes.
He has a human head but robot body.
And the robot body has like a conscience of its own.
Yeah.
Sure. So then the Doctor's like, they grab the head and they're like, don't kill us or we'll kill the head. And River has a sonic trowel, which the Doctor thinks is stupid, but she's an archaeologist. Of course she has a trowel. So then they get teleported out of the place by River's other husband, Ramon! Or as I call him, hot Latin lover husband.
I'd fuck him.
I mean, I might. I don't know. I mean, if he was with River, he must be a fantastic lover. I'm just saying. Like, she has high standards.
He's in the river, he's swimming in the river, and that makes him a good lover.
Oh, he's swimming in something, alright.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyway, so the Doctor's pissed off about this, too, that she has, like, an actual husband, but she's like, okay, the doctor's here. We need to find him. Here's a bunch of pictures of his faces because she doesn't know that he has a new face because the 11th one was supposed to be his last face.
He only has 12 faces.
But then he got more faces, but she doesn't know that. So she super doesn't know that.
And his code name is Damsel.
Yeah, his code name is Damsel.
As in distress.
He's not happy about that either. The doctor's just not happy in this one. So.
This iteration of the Doctor has never felt happiness. Like, Peter Capaldi just doesn't know what happy feels like.
Hey, his eyebrows are
independently crossed.
Yeah, brought it all back.
Oh,
anyway,
God.
so then River's like, we need to steal his TARDIS, and the Doctor's like, that's not going to be easy. She's like, don't worry, I have a key. And so she's like, now I must warn you, you know, it's going to be a little different inside. So the Doctor's like, oh my God, I finally get to do the thing. So he enters the TARDIS and just...
My God!
It's bigger on the inside!
My entire understanding of space and reality has been ultimately changed!
Yeah, he's hamming it up purposely to, like, fuck with her,
It's awesome.
And she's like, okay...
It's my favorite thing that Capaldi's ever done.
Yeah, I mean, we thought that his anti-war speech in the Zygon episode was great acting. No, this is, like, Peter Capaldi's magnum opus. You can tell, like, he just isn't... When
Forget about him playing the guitar on top of a tank.
No, this is...
Viking world. This is the most badass
This is the
thing
definitive 12th Doctor moment. Okay, so then River's like, we need to take off. Tries to take off. Doesn't work. The Doctor's like, you know...
probably push that button.
No.
It does something with the toilets in some place and the TARDIS that I don't remember exactly what the line is.
Whatever, doesn't matter. Point is,
it matters a little bit.
The Doctor's like, oh, the TARDIS can't take off because Hydra Fox's head is in here, but his body is outside, and the TARDIS can't take off if one person is in two places. It won't work.
If somebody's inside and outside.
Yeah. So meanwhile, this is going on. River's hot Latin husband. I think I had to say lesbian, but it came out. I don't know why I said lesbian.
That's not right.
That's not right. Anyway. He gets captured by Hydra Flax's body because Hydra Flax's body took the bald guy, who was also working with River and all them, and made him his new head, and he tricks Ramon into coming there, and then he steals Ramon's head, and then he breaks into the TARDIS, but because now Hydra Flax's body and his head are in the same place, the TARDIS can take off, so it does. And they wind up on this giant, like, sea cruiser in space, a space cruiser, pretty much, and the Doctor River lock the TARDIS with Hydra Flax's body, Ramon's head, and Bald Guy's head inside this like clothing closet, pretty much. And they go into the restaurant there, and they get a table. And River's like, you know, I'm not actually gonna deliver this diamond back to where it's supposed to go. I'm gonna sell it to these criminals. So, like, the leader of these criminals has, like, this huge, like, scar
super gross
running across his face. Like,
he's
it's like
super gross.
He's like, hi, I'm here to buy the diamond. And then he, like, whips open his head, pulls up, like, this money orb, and, like...
That was way more pleasant than what he actually sounds like.
Yeah, I can't... It's been, like, whatever. So... He sounds like he smokes, like, 12 packs a day.
His head, he opens it, and it's gross inside.
Yeah, it's all, like...
It's all, like... making weird-ass fucking squishy sounds, and I'm like, ugh.
Anyway, and, you know...
He pulls the thing out.
Yeah, and...
Did you mention the thing?
I mentioned the money orb thing.
you mentioned the thing.
Yeah, and so the rest of the people in the restaurant with them are also of his species, who all have, like, the scars bisecting their head, and...
But we didn't know that until now.
Yeah, and then it's also revealed that their entire species worships King Hydra Flax, which is a problem because they have his severed head in the bag.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, and they're and they're stalling for a while.
Did you mention... I kind of blanked out. Did you mention the butler? Because the butler's funny.
Oh, the maitre d'?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like this, the maitre d' of the restaurant who's like this like bug person, and he's kind of funny. Anyway, he's important because he finds Hydra Flax's body and Nardol's head and Ramon's head, and the body's like, you know, we need the head of Hydra Flax back. He's like, well, I can help you get it, but I can get you another head too. So then he promises Hydra Flax's body to get him the head of the Doctor. And the person that he knows who can get him the head of the Doctor is River Song. So they all meet up at this whole Mexican standoff between River, the Doctor, Hydra Flax's head, Hydra Flax's body, Ramon's head, Nardol's head, the maitre d', and all the Scar people. They're all there.
They're all there.
They're all there, and the maitre d' is like, you know, River Song, you need to get us the Doctor's head. And she's like, well, I want to know where he is. And then she goes on this rant.
She goes on this huge, awesome speech.
About how when you love the Doctor, he doesn't really love you back. And then she finally gets it. That this has been the Doctor all along.
She goes on this big tirade about, like, of course I love the doctor, but he doesn't love anything, and it's all sad, and I'm like, oh, River, he's standing right fucking there.
And I guess the doctor kind of realizes, wow, I'm kind of a jackass to her, aren't I? So then...
She's my wife, and I haven't seen her in, like, decades and decades.
Whatever. So they kind of have a little spat, and then Hydroflax's body decides, hey, I don't need this head anymore. So he blows up Hydroflax's head.
It's really weird thinking about it, that he's married to River, but totally has the hots for Clara.
I mean...
Like, does that bother you now that you, like, think about it?
A little bit, but I just assume Time Lord marriage works differently.
Yeah,
because it's like time travel-y.
But like, especially when he becomes like Peter Capaldi, because now it's like old and now it's creepy.
Yeah.
Now he's like.
I mean, I still ship it, but that's just from the get-go. I was like, man, I hope 12 and Clara hook up. From the get-go, I was like that. Anyway.
Wait, where were you? You were.
Oh yeah,
so Mexican standoff.
So the head blows up, and then River and the Doctor escape, and they run away, and then oh no, the ship's crashing. So they have.
But River knew it was going to crash.
River knew it was going to crash because she's
how?
from the future. Because she found artifacts of dead bodies from.
She dug them up.
She dug them up because
she dug all of the people
she's a
up.
fucking archaeologist.
Holy crap! Your voice cracked.
I'm sorry, I like River. I'm going through puberty. Don't judge.
That was an awesome line when she's just like,
I dug you up.
I dug you up. I'm like, oh shit.
River's badass. So the Doctor and River, the ship's crashing. It's crashing on a planet.
The floor kind of collapses underneath them, and they fall down.
And they're crashing down on a planet called Beryllium. And River knows this planet because, you know, the Doctor kept saying that he was going to take her to this planet for a date, but kept canceling. And River has been heard that there's stories that the Singing Towers of Beryllium is where her and the Doctor had their last date before she died, which has been confirmed way back in her first appearance, which is really her last appearance, whatever. Way back in the library episode, she mentioned the Singing Towers of Beryllium. So they crash the ship. They're okay! Yay. But River's, they go in the TARDIS and they're okay, but the ship's kind of fucked. And then River's unconscious, the Doctor goes out and kind of speeds it up a few, I don't know, 100,000 years or whatever. And then there's this worker there, and the Doctor's like, "Hey, there should be..."
Speeds it up to like it's crashed and like there's
but there's people like excavating it. And there's this dude there, and he's like, "Hey, there should be a restaurant here. You should make a restaurant here.
You should put a restaurant here."
And then he goes back in the TARDIS, speeds it up.
And he gives him the diamond,
he gives him the
priceless diamond,
the priceless like space diamond
that
like,
River had in her boobs.
That River had in her boobs because that's where it landed.
Well, she went like this to catch it. Like, it's not like it just conveniently landed there. She caught it like that.
Yeah, it went in her boobs.
And he got it out of her boobs.
Yeah.
And gave it to
Not like that! Not like that! Get your mind out of the gutter, anyway.
But then he gave it to this kid and was like, you should put a restaurant here.
And then he goes back to the TARDIS, speeds it up a couple more, however many years, and there's a restaurant there now! And he's like, hi, I'd like a table, and he's like, oh, so, the maitre d' there is like, oh, sorry, we're all booked up for like the next, like, 4 years or so, and he's like, okay,
yeah.
And then...
The next available table is Christmas 4 years from now.
He's like, okay, so then River wakes up, apparently it's 4 years later, I guess the Doctor sped up time again, or she's been unconscious for 4 years.
He's sped up time again.
I like to imagine
she hasn't been unconscious.
I just like to imagine she's been in a coma for 4 years without the TARDIS. Anyway, so she goes outside and the maitre d's like, oh, the Doctor's song, the Doctor's a table for you. And she goes out and Hydroflux's body with Ramon's head is there, and they're like, oh, we're good now. And Nardole is also the ship's like voice now, or the body's voice now. And the Doctor's there with a new suit and a haircut, and he's like, you know, hey, I got a haircut. It's the line that the last time that River saw the Doctor, he was wearing a new suit and a haircut. That's what she said back in the day.
Okay.
Whatever, fuck you.
I'll take your word for it.
Fuck you. I remember shit, Connor.
Okay.
I may not remember shit in real life.
I don't not believe you.
I will punch you in the jaw for no reason at all.
I just like, did he actually like in the episode have a haircut?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. And then he gives River a present, and it's her sonic screwdriver, the one that has the blue setting and the red setting that she had in the library episode. And he's like, look, I gave you this because the sonic travel is bullshit. And then they just sit out there and listen to the singing towers sing because there's like air flowing through them or whatever. And she's like, I'm pretty sure this is our last night together. But if this is our last night together, how long does one night last in Beryllium? And the Doctor says 24 years.
Aww.
And they lived happily ever after.
That's actually what it says at the end of the episode.
Yeah, because the words fade away, so that it says, and they lived happily, and then they lived as fading away, and it says happily, and that fades away too. This was a good episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pros?
Pros.
Pros.
Baymax.
Yeah, the Hydroflex was kind of cool.
He was really cool.
He was kind of cool just because it was like the body in the head. It was kind of a cool concept.
Yeah. This is the first time I think in this season that we've had an antagonist that both looks awesome and does cool things.
Yeah. Because you've bitched before about the lion guy and the Fisher King and Evil Clara.
Evil Clara. Evil Clara wasn't like the concept wasn't bad, just her acting as being a bad baddie was not as good as it should be.
And it was the Doctor fucking with River during most of the episode was cool. It's nice to see
River not picking up on it was really funny.
Yeah, that was really funny.
I was like, River, come on.
It's your goddamn husband. Christ.
I like the when she first steals the TARDIS, how she's like, he's never noticed before, kind of implying that she on a regular basis steals the TARDIS.
She hides alcohol in one of the round things.
Yeah, she hides alcohol.
Don't tell Dad.
Oh my god, she has alcohol in the TARDIS, and she flies it much better than he does.
And the ending is really good. Like, after I saw this,
it's so feelsy.
When I heard that River was going to be back in this episode, I was a little bit iffy, because I thought that her story had already kind of been told already through, like, all that, and, like, her last appearance in the show was, like, when she was, like, a ghost or whatever in the Name of the Doctor episode. Like, some, like, digital, like, ghost or whatever. I don't know. So I kind of figured, like, there's not really much else we can do, because we've kind of seen everything. We've seen her beginning, we've seen her end, like, you know, we don't really need to see that much more. But after this, like, now that we've seen their last encounter before she dies, like, I kind of feel like, as much as I love River as a character, if we never saw her again, I'd be okay with that. Because I feel like her story's kind of been told. So, like, yeah.
So, when he says that a night under Rillian lasts 24 years, is he saying that the night actually lasts 24 years? Or is he saying that she has 24 years left in her life?
That means that night actually lasts 24 years. Because this is the last night they were supposed to spend together because of the timeline stuff.
So they just spend 24 years
They just spend 24 years in that restaurant together.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
I was just making sure. That it wasn't like this metaphorical thing.
Yeah, so yeah, this was a really good ending.
Which, I mean, I guess 24 years to the Doctor isn't a whole lot.
No, and River even mentioned she's like 200 years old or something in the episode, so like it's not that long, but like it's still like a pretty long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't got any more pros. This was a really good episode.
Well, hold on. I'm thinking now, because like, so he gave her that
the screwdriver. Yeah.
That is in her first appearance episode.
Right.
In the cave, or the library.
Right.
But she dies when she gets that. But at 24 years. I'm confused.
Do you need me to draw your flowchart?
Yeah.
Okay, so he gives her the screwdriver.
Yes.
24 years. They depart.
I thought she died after 24 years.
No, they just spend 24 years there because that's their last night together. Then she goes to the library, and then she dies.
But I thought that was their last night together.
It's their last night before she dies.
Because she died in the library episode.
Yeah, because the library episode was where the Doctor first met her, with where
is the library on Dorellian, or is it somewhere else?
It's somewhere else. It's an entire planet.
Gotcha.
It's an entire library. No,
I thought... Okay.
The Dorellian is where their last date was.
Okay. So that's their last night, and then...
Yeah, the last night before she dies, yeah.
Okay.
She didn't die at the end of the night, it's just the last night before she died.
Last night before she goes to the
their last date of them both being aware of who each other are.
Yeah.
Because when she meets 10 doesn't know who the fuck she is.
She knows 10 though, right?
She knows 10.
Yes.
Because that's one of the faces. She knows all the Doctor's faces.
She has like the list of all of theirs, so she knows. Because that's why she knows Tenet when she sees him for the first time, but he doesn't know her because they haven't met yet.
But she knows all of his faces.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Now I'm following.
The Doctor's
right. Now that I got that all out of the way, that wraps up really nicely, actually.
The Doctor is right. We do need a flowchart to follow this relationship.
Yeah, we kind of do. But
yeah.
River is still like one of my favorite characters.
River is still one of my favorite characters.
Do you think this is the last time we're ever gonna see her, or do you think she's gonna come back at some point?
I kind of hope this is the last time we see her because, like, as much as I do love her, this was a pretty good end to her.
This really did kind of wrap everything up nicely.
Yeah. So like, you know, because like they've kind of backed themselves into a corner here if they ever do bring her back, because like up until now she had no idea the Doctor had another face. So if any Doctors in the future meet her, it won't make any more sense because this is their last night together.
Yeah, and she only has like the 12 faces. She doesn't have like his 14th face.
Yeah. Unless like during that 24 years another Doctor comes in and like there's multiple Doctors on the same date.
Yeah. That would be weird though.
Yeah, so I don't know. If we never see her again, I don't know if I'll ever see her again. I kind of hope we don't. It won't make much sense. So like, I'm glad with this. I'm glad with this ending. I'm happy with this.
Yeah, I'd be happy if that's the ending to River Song. As much as I would like to see her come back, I do think that this is kind of like...
All good things have to come to an end. Don't drag it out, you know.
I feel like if they try to do anything else with her, it would just kind of convolute everything, and I'm happy with where they've ended it now. What other pros?
I don't know, I kind of said and everything. This is just...
I like that the restaurant guy, the bug guy, he was funny.
He was a funny bug guy. He had big teeth. he had big British teeth.
Oh my god. And how he's all like, oh, the doctor... River's speech. That speech was awesome.
That was a really good speech,
That was like on par with Capaldi's war speech.
Yeah, which is why I've always wanted to see River and 12 together because, like...
They give really good speeches?
Yeah, I feel like they kind of fit.
Yeah.
You know, like, almost more than 11 and River, I think. In a way, because they're both, like, so mature, you know, and 11 was kind of just like a child.
Oh my god, I love when the doctor's like, spoilers. I was like...
I love when they say each other's things.
I love when they say each other's things.
It's so cute.
Overall, this was probably one of my favorite Christmas specials.
I don't really have a lot of cons for this.
I don't either. I mean, if I had to be nitpicky...
I have one, but it's also kind of nitpicky.
What is yours?
Mine's kind of like, the guy that plays Nardole is Matt Lucas, who's like a famous like British comedian. He played Tweedledee and Tweedledum in the Alice in Wonderland movie. And when I heard they're like, oh, he's kind of a big name British comedian. I hope he does a lot of funny stuff in here. He doesn't really do a whole lot.
No, he's funny, but he doesn't.
Yeah, he's kind of there for a little bit, and then he gets his head cut off, and then he's like on the robot body for a little bit, and then he's not on the robot body. So like, yeah, like I just kind of wish he had more to do, but it's a minor complaint. Like it's not about him.
If I had to be super nitpicky, I would say that River not picking up on the doctor's hints.
Yeah, no, it was kind of
one too many times.
Yeah, like
one too many times he was really
and also
heavy with,
like
I'm the doctor.
Okay, I'm not sure how this kind of thing works, but like I feel like she'd be able to kind of tell.
Yeah.
If he was her husband, 'cause if she's seen that many incarnations of him, and is familiar with him enough, I feel like she'd be able to tell if this was him.
I mean, Capaldi is still like a pretty different doctor.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, that's why I'm saying I don't know if how it works, and I don't know if like you can like look at his eyes and be like, oh, you're the doctor. You know?
I don't think it works like that.
Okay, I don't know.
It just like it was funny for like the first couple times, but then it just like kept happening throughout the episode.
Which is why
I'm all right, you need to like stop drawing.
Yeah, which is why I'm glad that they cut it off about halfway through.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm glad that like, but like the reveal of him being the doctor when she gives her big speech, I thought was really well done. But just like there were one too many moments where the doctor was really heavily hinting at it, and River just wasn't picking up. I was like, I don't believe that River would be dumb enough to not know that
she's an archaeologist.
Talking about that.
Also, I'm glad this was a pretty lighthearted episode after like the heavy shit we've had this season, with like Clara dying and the doctor being
still dying,
and then the doctor being tortured for like 7 billion years.
Oh my god,
all that shit. Yeah. So
I still don't think he'd be able to have punched through that time. I really thought when the diamond first popped up in his head, I thought, is that the fucking diamond that he punched through?
I didn't even think of that.
I was like, did he just... Is that a shard from where he punched lodged in his brain? Because that's going to upset me now, but I'm glad it wasn't. So anyway.
Okay. So yeah, this was a good episode.
How would you rate it? Let's give it a rating out of 10 because it's a special. And it's also... This is like the end of this season, yes? Or is it the beginning of next season? It's the end of this
I think technically it's the end of this one.
Okay.
I think that's how they do Christmas specials now. I give it like an 8.5.
I'm gonna agree, 8.5.
8.5?
Really good episode.
Really good, solid, good River Song episode, good Christmas special, heartwarming, feelsy.
It's really feelsy towards the end.
And then they lived happily ever after, except she dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That about sums it up. Alright, so that does it for us.
I got a new shirt! I got a new Doctor Who shirt. It has all of them on it now. It's updated.
A Star Wars shirt. Speaking of Star Wars... sit down.
Okay.
Speaking of Star Wars, we're gonna, heads up.
Heads up!
In the next couple of days here, we're gonna be doing our review of The Force Awakens. I'm super excited. Are you excited?
I mean, I already did a review of it.
You already did your review. We're gonna do our review of it.
Mine had special effects.
Special effects.
Effects. Special.
We're gonna have everybody back together like we did for our one Star Wars special episode.
Only now we're gonna talk about all the spoilery details.
We're gonna be talking all the spoilers and stuff.
So stay tuned. It's coming. There's been an awakening. Have you felt it? Doctor Who, Star Wars, make a crossover, make it happen. Fuck.
We're not getting a Doctor Who Star Wars crossover.
We've already had a Doctor Who Star Trek crossover. It was a comic.
Oh, that's.
Where like they fought the Borg and the Cybermen. It was kind of cool.
Are the comics canon to Doctor Who?
No,
Okay.
I don't think they are.
Alright.
I kind of hope they are, but they're not.
Alright, so anyway, that's what's happening. Our next video should be the review of Star Wars, and then we're going to start doing TV logs for Agent Carter, which starts the 19th, yes?
Yeah, somewhere around there, yeah.
Somewhere around the 19th.
So, stay tuned for that. Marvel, Star Wars, Doctor Who, make a crossover.
Also, February's Deadpool. We might review that also.
February is also Deadpool. Go see Deadpool.
Movie's not out yet. They can't go see
Go see Deadpool! This is Doctor Who, Connor! Anything's possible!
I'm just giving them an update
if
on what's
the Doctor
happening.
and River can spend 24 years together in the same goddamn restaurant and not get bored, they can see Deadpool now! It's my Deadpool and I want it now!
Okay. We're done. Bye.
Bye!
God.
I love you.
Don't lie to him.
I do love them. Except Steve. Fuck you, Steve. You know what you did.
You just pissed off all of the Steves who follow us on YouTube.
Dude, fuck Steve.